Sifu Nik from Ballistic Fighting Methods and StreetSafe101.com. And in this video, I wanted to give you guys 10 different safety tips that you can use in your own life to help make sure that you are safer every single day. Recently, I've been having some different conversations with some of my friends and clients about their own personal safety. And so I wanted to compile a quick list and share it with all of you guys. First and foremost, this is very important, is to change that mindset. Get out of that "it won't happen to me" mindset. Bad things happen to good people everywhere, whether they're in a very posh neighborhood or whether they're down in the ghetto. Bad things do not restrict themselves to particular demographics, age, gender, creed, religion. Those things aren't influencing factors. There's bad people everywhere, okay? So the sooner you can accept that bad things can happen anywhere and you can be a victim, the sooner you will able to employ some different habits into your life that'll make sure that you're safe. Tip number 2 is instinct. Follow your instinct. If you have a sixth sense that radar goes off and something feels off, it's probably off. There's a great book called The Gift of Fear by a guy named Gavin DeBecker. The whole book is compiled of people who ignored their instincts, and in return, they had to face these horrific acts of assault and violence and abductions and kidnappings and whatever. Had they followed their instinct from the get-go, they may not have to deal with those type of things. Okay, so it's very important to follow your Number 3 is environmental awareness. Paying attention to what's happening around you. If you come out of a store or work or shopping or whatever, get off of the cell phone for a second, put the Facebook away, don't worry about the text message, get back into your car or wherever you're going safely first. Pay attention to everything within about 20 to 25 feet of you. Is somebody approaching you? Is there a car following you through the parking lot? Number 4 is keeping business versus personal separate, okay? If you have a client that comes in often, let's just say that you're a waitress or a bartender and the same person comes in all of the time, you get used to them. Don't give them your personal number, your personal email, talk about where you live. The less they know about you, the harder it will be for them to harm you, okay? That does not mean don't be friendly, don't talk to them. That just simply means separate your business from your personal. Number 5 is the watchdog system, and this really applies to a lot of you guys who might be massage therapists or domestic caregivers where you have to go on site, okay? Take somebody with you, and I'm not talking take somebody with you who's going to be like, joining the party or playing on their phone. Somebody who's actually watching your back and paying attention to, the behaviors of other people to make sure that you're safe. Number 6 is the phone buddy, and I talked to a lot of people about this. Again, this is more for people who are on site. They're going somewhere to perform some kind of a service. If you have an appointment at 7 p.m., let's just say, call somebody as you're approaching your destination. Tell them the address, what time you're getting there, how long you plan on being there. And if you know that, it takes you 10 minutes to wrap up and get out of there at the end, then tell them, hey, listen, my appointment's supposed to go from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It takes me 10 minutes to get my stuff together and get out. So expect a call from me by 8:15 at the latest, okay? If I don't call you by 8:15, something's wrong, all right? And then make sure that you get on the phone before 8:15 and call that person and let them know, hey, I'm okay, or this is what's going on. At least they know your location, they know what time you went in, they know what your purpose there was, and all these things come in handy. You got to understand that every second counts if something is to happen to you, okay? So don't waste that time. If authorities need to be contacted, if family members need to be contacted, if somebody needs to come for you, make that as soon as possible, not the following morning when somebody realizes that you never made it home, because now you're 8, 9, 10, 12 hours behind the clock, and God knows what you're going through. Entry and exit. This comes back to your environmental awareness. If you're going into some place or coming out of some place, you should always ask yourself particular things. How many exits do I have? How fast can I get out of these things? Is somebody waiting there? Is somebody watching me go in and watching me come out? What can I use as a weapon if need be? Okay, put yourself in the worst case scenario, play that scenario out in your mind, and hypothetically, how would you respond to it? So paying attention to entry and exit is very, very important. Number 8 is to train regularly. People come into our class, people come into our seminars, whatever you have to do, whether you train with me or you train with somebody else. If you guys want recommendations, call me or email me. I've got some wonderful people in my network all across the country that were happy to give you guys a quality education. Not only does training regularly develop the muscle memory needed to keep your skills sharp, but it's constantly developing the mind, which is even more important than developing the body. Okay? Securing your belongings. Don't leave your bag somewhere. Don't leave your purse somewhere, because you don't know if people are taking your ID and seeing where you live. You don't know if somebody's dropping some roofies in your water bottle that's sticking out of your gym bag. Secure your belongings, okay? Keep them in plain sight or lock them up. And if you are one of those on-site type people, leave your personal stuff, your money, your credit cards, your social security card, driver's license, state ID, void card. Leave that stuff in the car, okay? You don't want people scrummaging through your stuff while you're not looking. Last but not least is very simple. Don't stop fighting. If you are engaged in some type of a crime, okay, somebody's trying to harm you, criminals are very much like electricity. They want the path of least resistance, okay? So the secret to survival is to constantly be doing something. Okay, don't just lay down and say, "Oh no, he's 6'5" and whatever." Just keep up the fight. This is your life. So let's recap the list. First of all, change the mindset from "it won't happen to me" and realize that it can. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're able to employ whatever safety procedures you need in your lifestyle. Number 2, follow your instinct. Number 3, environmental awareness. Number 4, keep a separation between business and personal. Number 5, the watchdog system. If you can take a buddy with you somewhere to watch your back, that's an awesome thing to do. Number 6, the phone buddy, which is just accountability, right? Picking up the phone, calling somebody saying, "Hey, I'm going into this place. I should be done in an hour. Takes me 15 minutes to get out." Give them all pertinent information and make sure you get back on the phone and call them and let them know that you're okay. Number 7 is paying attention to the entry and exit, okay? Paying attention to what's happening around you, paying attention to who's there, paying attention to how you can break out in case of fire, right? When I say fire, that's actually violence. What kind of stuff that you can grab. So it comes back to environmental awareness, all right? Number 8, train regularly, keeping your body and your mind sharp at all times, all right? Number 9, securing your belongings. And number 10, don't stop fighting. All right, guys, that concludes our list of 10 different safety tips. I hope that you guys are able to employ a bunch of those into your own life, and hopefully it initiated some thought on how to keep yourself safe. In the meanwhile, you can find me online at www.streetsafe101.com. Feel free to email me or call me if you have any questions. Be well, and we'll hope to see you on the next one.